I'm excited to share it with you. So, a little bit about my family. I am married to my husband, Matcha. We got married in 2008, and it was just right when everything took a nosedive with the economy, as we all recall. I was just finishing up grad school, and all starry-eyed thinking, I got the highest level of education I could in the field I want to work in, and my husband's got a terminal degree, and we just thought, the sky's the limit. But interest rates for student loans were at their peak at the moment as well, and so we ended up encountering so many seasons of instability because not only the cost of our student loans, but the job market was pretty slim as well. And so my husband, there were so many seasons we had 5 jobs between us, and for 12 years he worked part-time. He actually taught art at Azusa Pacific University, and was finally given a full-time job as a clinical art professor at Loyola Marymount University. Woo, we got a fist pump! And it's been fantastic, but it was a long road to get there, you guys. So in 9 years, we moved 10 different times. We encountered mold in our apartment. Our son had some lead poisoning because of one of the homes we were living in, and we just felt like we were always going to be moving around. And we lived with my parents a couple of times, my husband's parents a couple of times, just trying to get our feet on the ground. And so when we learned about the Habitat build at Desiderio, which is just it feels like a stone's throw from this site. If you are in the neighborhood, it'd be swing on by. But we're in disbelief that we thought, well, Habitat is something that works abroad, right? Like, this is an organization that's in other countries doing good things. But it's not true. Yes, they are, but also San Gabriel Valley Habitat for Humanity is doing amazing work. You're a part of it here in LA. And so I think the shift for understanding what affordable housing is has really changed. I didn't know for the longest time that we would qualify as home buyers. And so when we discovered that we did, I can't even tell you, what you're working on today. It's not just a house, it's a transformative agent. It's truly, it's stability. It's for our kids coming to understand the world in a different way. Habitat is leveling the playing field. I always encourage people to come out to build sites because I feel like even just everyone wearing the same shirt on the same day at the site, it doesn't matter where you're from or how much you have in the bank, everybody's linked arm in arm and we're working together. And I think the world needs more of that. I think it needs more of an understanding of just how every ordinary task that we accomplish, every single thing you've done today, it's transforming a life. And it's easy to minimize how powerful that is. And I'm forever grateful. I just was sharing with Brian, I said, until my last breath, if I can squeak it out, this cause is phenomenal. What is happening? I feel like in this space is sacred work. It's, you just don't see it in many places in the world where we say, I see myself in you, and we can get through this together. And it's not this hierarchy of power. It's this understanding of we can do this together, and we all have what it takes, and we're not alone in it. And that's powerful. Throughout the time, all during COVID, we're surrounded by a home that volunteers have lovingly assembled, that we've built with our neighbors, that have blessings and prayers and messages on the walls. And all of that is what's holding our house up. So we might have felt alone, but if we even stop to reflect on, as like, we are not, like, what has shaped our space is being connected and loved on by people that are willing. And thank you. Thank you for the work that you're doing. Thank you. And I always say too, the most powerful thing is the community that we live in, the beautiful people that we're surrounded by. I feel highly invested in my neighbors, and I love that my kids get to see what it's like when we build longer tables and not taller fences. So thank you.